supports conversions from camera gammas and color spaces to perfect SDR and HDR. In the media list we can check the gamma and color space of the videos when recording with a custom camera gamma and color space. Depending on the camera, the video metadata could be set to a standard gamma and color space or as unspecified. We have imported videos recorded with Panasonic and Sony cameras. In the Panasonic videos we can see the gamma and color space as Rec. 709. And in the Sony videos as unspecified. First we must set the correct source video gamma and color space. We can use two methods. After importing the videos we can use the Interpret Video dialog. For example, we select the Sony videos, open the Interpret Video dialog, and set the Sony video gamma and color space. If there are any other setting to set or change, for example the levels, we can also set it here. And now we set the Panasonic videos to V-log and V-gamut. Now the correct gamma and color space appears in the media list. Alternatively, for setting automatically the custom gamma and color space we can also use the import options. For example, if we are importing Panasonic V-log 2 and V-gamut videos, we just select it in the dialog. We can set also other options, for example the timecode. Then we activate the import options, remove the Panasonic videos. And now when importing the Panasonic videos, the Panasonic gamma and color space are correctly set. We also have to pay attention to the video levels. Some cameras record in video levels and others in full levels. If the levels are incorrectly flagged, then the levels metadata must be correctly set. The video levels can be easily checked in the color correction dialog. Now we have correctly configured the source videos format. The gamma and color space conversions can be configured for all videos or separately for each video. If the Set Color Correction for All Videos mode is selected, then the conversions can be configured directly here in the Color tab, and also in the Color Correction dialog with real-time preview. In this mode, the configuration set in the Color tab or the configuration created in the Color Correction dialog will be applied to all videos, including the gamma and color space conversions, the color correction and the LUTs applied. And if the color correction for selected video is set, then the gamma and color space conversions, color corrections and LUTs can be configured separately for each video in the color correction dialog. In this mode, only the videos configured in the color correction dialog will be converted. Now we will convert some videos to SDR and HDR. We select a video and open the color correction dialog. First we will convert the video to SDR, so we select the SDR display preview. Now just select the color space conversion to Rec. 709 and activate it. And for the gamma conversion we can select Rec. 709 or 709 tone mapped. Rec. 709 tone mapped applies a tone mapping fine-tune for most videos. And we can also select the Rec. 709 conversion with configurable tone mapping. After selecting any conversion, the tone mapping amount is set to a default value for a standard exposure. We can adjust the tone mapping amount with the slider. For disabling tone mapping, set the value to 0. And for resetting to default we can select again the conversion or click the right mouse button. This video is correctly exposed so the conversion is perfect with default value. We can check in the parade that the levels are correct. When converting or correcting a video, it is very important to rely on the waveform or the parade to check that the video levels are correct. Now we can use any other color filters to modify or improve the video. For example, in this video we can adjust the shadows and correct the white balance. The video is ready for encoding. Now we will convert this video to HDR. First we reset the color effects to default. Then just set the color space conversion to Rec 2020. And the gamma conversion to, for example, ST2084 1000 nits. Now we select the HDR preview display mode. If you have activated the Windows HDR display mode, the video will be displayed in real HDR. If not, a HDR simulation will be used. We can check in the parade that the video is correctly converted to HDR 1000 nits. When the HDR display mode is selected, the levels are shown in nits in the waveform and the parade. As with SDR conversions, we can improve the conversion if necessary with any of the color effects. In this video we can apply the same effects we applied in SDR conversion. A little shadows adjustment and white balance. The video is ready for encoding. Now we will convert a video that is overexposed. First we select SDR display mode. When activating the conversion to Rec 709 gamma and color space, we can see in the video display and in the parade that the video is clearly overexposed and a lot of highlights are being clipped. In this case we can adjust the exposure. And then adjust the mid-tones, shadows, and highlights if necessary. Depending on the video, we can also adjust the tone mapping amount. In this case we leave it as default. The video is ready for encoding. Now we will convert the video to HDR. After resetting the color effects, we activate the conversion to Rec 2020 color space. The gamma conversion to ST2084 1000 nits. And set the display mode to HDR. Like in the SDR conversion, we just adjust the exposure and the mid-tones and shadows. In this case the levels should be 1000 nits maximum, so we check the parade to adjust the levels. 1000 nits HDR does not mean that the video highlights must reach 1000 nits, but in this video there are highlights that can reach the maximum. The HDR video is ready for encoding. Finally we will convert a underexposed video. First we will check the conversion to SDR. So we set the SDR display mode, and the gamma and color space conversion to Rec 709. We can see that the video is underexposed. So like with the overexposed video, we adjust the exposure and shadows, mid-tones and highlights, and we can also adjust the tone mapping amount if necessary. The SDR video is ready. Now we will check the HDR conversion. We reset the color effects, activate the conversion to Rec 2020 and ST2084 1000 nits, and select the HDR display mode. And we can easily correct the underexposure adjusting the exposure, highlights, mid-tones and shadows. The video is ready for encoding. For batch conversions, several source formats can be mixed as long as the metadata and camera gamma and color space is correctly set. For example, from different cameras or standards. For encoding the HDR converted videos, it is recommended a 10-bit format even if the source videos are 8-bit. For example DNxH or HQX. Or we can also encode directly to HEVC 10-bit and to HDR10 format. For more information about configuring the HDR10, please see the HDR10 tutorial. Now the videos are ready to be encoded.
Thanks for watching.